Welcome to Center of Light. Was that intro pretty cool? Took me about 2.5 hours. Had a whole bunch of fun doing it. Welcome to Center of Light. Tonight is Center of Light. Login. Password. Enter. Connect. 56 megabyte speed dial up. I woke up this morning, I had this idea in my head, and I sat down and began to fashion this crazy, fun intro. Welcome everyone, Ted, David, Bob. Let's see who's here. Hello, Linda. I think I said Ted. Painful sound, says Linda. Yeah, it was pretty atrocious. Let me do a refresh so I can see everyone in these forums. Everyone, welcome. So I woke up this morning with this presentation on heart, about connectivity. Are we connecting? A lot of my presentations are about the same, but this is going to have a different spin on it. So definitely we're going to have a different experience of it. Tonight is Center of Light login. The first login I had back when I had my first computer in 1998. AOL 56 modem, K-dial-up. Yana Va goes that far back, but it was a different version. It was called Yana O. O meaning completion. Yana O. Yana O at AOL.com. And my password was always my son. Some variation of his name, Eden Scott. Hello, KK. Do you remember your first login name? Do you remember your first password? So tonight is Center of Light login. Connect all together online. It's what we've been doing for a very long time. But tonight, we're not going to be speaking about connectivity in the form of me to you, you to me, and you to others. But I'm speaking about a deeper connection. It is my task, my love, my intention to reveal that in a way for myself. And in turn, I can pass it on to you. And then you can punt the football to whoever you like. Connectivity. Some of the things I'm going to be mentioning tonight, you're not going to like so much. Many of you understand. When I say connection, look out and about. It's easy to point that finger. I do it still. But I do it, doesn't make it any better, but I do it with gist to try to lighten the situation. But I'm very conscious and very much aware of where I am in this human dynamic. Pro, con, in, out, up, down, hot, cold, good, evil, right, wrong, light, dark. The center is the spark of it all. That's the connection. As we look out in the world, we see events and people. And I understand you don't have to like them and what they are doing or what is happening and how certain things may be unfolding. That's not your doing. Your greatest doing is nothing. Your greatest doing is nothing. We have been kicked offline many times by hackers and viruses. But before getting to the meat and potatoes, let's go to some Center of Light. Hello, Melinda, excuse me. Let's go to some Center of Light online connect support. Got to pay those bills. Winter is coming and baby needs a new pair of socks. How about, I am going to be doing a workshop soon. I had a couple of sign-ins already. I'm going to be doing a Homecoming Crossing the Bridge to the Soul experiential workshop. It's going to get thick. I'm going to give everyone one-on-one time as an audience, as a weekly event, probably for a couple of weeks at least, but some one-on-one time. And my intention for this workshop is to go in bare knuckles, no shoes, no clothes, and no breeches. We're going to reveal things. I'll say some things about myself that help me to catalyze my life in such a way by confessing to an open ear, an open heart, an open mind that opened me up simply in their listening. sort of idea workshop. But I'm going to push. I'm going to push the envelope, and you may get raw and itchy and irritated and aggravated and chafe. Good. That means something is working. If you're interested in this workshop, let me grab these pieces of love bites right here. How to sign up for this workshop. And if you know me very well, then you know me that I'm going to play some games here and have a little bit of fun. If you are interested in this workshop, to be announced, send me an email at keithanthonyblanchard@gmail.com and title the email Knock Knock. We're going to open the door. That's my intention. That's my funniness. That's my humor about this delivery here. So let's deliver some goods. Let me show you a little bit about the workshop to get you pumped. I will see you shortly. Welcome to Center of Light. Welcome back to Center of Light. If you're interested in the merch to purchase, send me a message here. Keith, I'm interested in this ring, that ring, any of the pendants. If you're interested in the lotus flower incense incense holder burner, along with that will come with that would be this box of Satya Sai Baba, Nang Champa, or Garbati incense. It smells better than your Halloween candy you're soon to get. Tonight is Center of Light login. Shh, login. Let me do this. Just a little piece of this. I worked all day for this. Check it out. Welcome to Center of Light. Melinda asks, is the Blue Dragon ring adjustable? No, it's not adjustable, but I think it is a size 7, and I will confirm that with you. And so there might be some wiggle room because you're a woman and you have probably more dainty fingers than myself. So tonight is Center of Light Log In. Back to old times. The ancient of times. The ancient of days, in fact. So what I mentioned before the break, the Support Center of Light break, was I was going to move into an arena that will make people uncomfortable. Maybe not uncomfortable. In denial. It's actually the correct word. Tonight is Center of Light Log In, Connect. If we really want to connect one by one, that's fantastic. But if we want to get it done, get her done. We get in there and we jump into the hunt with all that we have. Jump into the hunt. Have you ever heard that phrase? Jump into the hunt to learn everything. So let's learn. I'm learning still. Before the Support Center of Light break, I had talked about looking outside of ourselves and seeing what's really happening and owning responsibility. But there's a greater exercise in not only looking outside of ourselves to reflect to us that we should stay within ourselves. That's fantastic. That's another rung of the ladder that we've actually stepped. There's another one, and it's the final step. To look at the outside and go, and we can blame. That's step number 1. Actually, that's still on the ground. Step number 2 is I'm blaming, but I'm realizing it's me, though I don't like what they are doing and the situation is. That's the first step, or a second step. As we ascend up. The next step is to consciously use the outside as a reflection or a springboard to mirror to ourselves to go, this is revealing to me exactly what I am not, so I can define, to use a word, refine myself and find myself. So we use contrast as a way to get more on point. Here's the next step. There is no longer a need for the outside. You are truly hunkered in. You're connected. You are online. You've increased your internet speed from 56 in the AOL days to now you got 120. 126. Whatever the number is. In fact, there's no longer even an inkling of, I'm going to go reflect and come back. No. This is a different connectivity, I tell you. I am so connected, I don't go through step 1, 2, and 3, no matter how long it takes for me to complete the process to get to being finally online. You're online all the time. You're in line. You're in line. And there's no unplugging from being in line. But I still go outside and poke around and pick around and have a whole bunch of fun. Maybe for lightening my own load and the stresses and whatever, the not insecure, that's not the right word. The worries, that's not the right word either. Concern. Concern is fantastic. Worry is trouble. Concern means I don't know what's coming. And I am a conscious individual. So I'm going to use my powerful awareness to send out a radar through the internet, not internet, the internet, to see what kind of pulse I get back from launching such a boomerang, an energetic boomerang. And it'll come back. But when you stay in line, there's no longer a need to dial up, because we are already dialed in. Melinda says in line for a good time, but she really said in line for a God time. Parentheses, good. I love it. That's fantastic. So tonight is Center of Light Log In. Mine was yanao@aol.com. Some form or another of Eden Sky as my password. So when we want to connect, really, really, truly connect outside to inside, to where there is no deviation, there is no separation from the two, we have this integration, which is we look at people, and I'm using this for the sake of example because I really don't care. I do care, but I don't care. We can look at Fauci. We can look at Biden. We can look at Vax. We can look at Trump. We can look at Cruz. We can look at anti-vax. And it's all you. And it's all me. And it's all we. That's why it's about connectivity, to connect. It's about all of us. But that is really not what we are. That's the second, third rung of the ladder. I'm talking about the fourth and the fifth dimension or rung on the ladder, which is there is no Fauci, Biden, Vax, Trump, Cruz, anti-vax, because we see it simply as an extension of ourselves. Well, that's my arm. Well, that's my fingers. I don't say, well, this is Keith, and I'm not really liking my arm or my fingers too much right now. It's just an expression of ourselves. And I'm tightening or loosening the bridle, rather, to my liberation. I'm noticing myself trying to have fun by somebody will post a meme and I'll do a counter meme to excite the ha ha ha. But I realize it's the ha 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 is not really that, because many people, most people, use humor as a way to cover suffering and pain. I see it all the time, including my own. I look out in the world and I see some of the nonsense going on. It's painful. It sucks. I don't like it. So I got to put on my big boy pants and do the big boy dance and pay my internet bill. How do we pay the internet bill? Not tuition. We go to college, we pay tuition. So now we're going to the university. So how do we pay our internet bill going to the university? We don't pay tuition. We pay intuition. Big difference. Small step, huge expanse. You see, it's always, you're never going to get anything for free. Even though you have free will, you have to pay something to get something. And then we go from the internet outside and blaming all those people we see on the internet, including the TV, because that's an internet experience as well. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Linda. But when we go inside to the internet, the bill we have to pay for the service to be serviced and to service other people is not tuition like in college, but in the university we pay intuition. My sister Linda says, I have had the same email address since November 11th, 1997. So when we look at the Fauci, when we look at the Biden, we look at the Vax, there is no hiding. It's coming for you because it is you. And the sooner you can regurgitate, void, Ralph, upchuck, yak, and look at what's in your hand, it'll motivate you to not want to continue this arduous task of going absolutely nowhere and constantly getting booted offline. Hello, beautiful Elaine. So all the demons in the world, you can bet your sweet ass there are a whole bunch of demons out there. Point your finger all that you must and get it done in a week. I'm going to freaking slay some demons this week. And you get to slaying. But after the week, you make a vow to yourself. I've done all the demon dragon slaying I'm going to do. Hello, Laura. Now I'm going to slay my own nonsense and no longer seeing that which is outside of me as offense nor defense for any of it to make sense to me. I'm going to take responsibility so we can blame. I get it. We want to stand up for something, as we should. But when is the time to step in and step out? or step up, or step forward, or toward. No one knows that. That is the price of being in the internet. You have to pay an intuition, not a tuition, but an intuition. It's of our all own volition. Let's keep moving on. Welcome everyone to Center of Light. Log in. The internet. Connect. Homecoming is going back up the charts again. Thank you, everyone. My bestseller, Homecoming, is crossing the bridge to the soul. It's going back up the charts. I'm going to do some reading here shortly, which is going to be very much analogous and a teaching tool that we're going to be talking about. The internet. All right. From Homecoming, crossing the bridge to the soul, Spirit and I's dialogue. Spirit using the internet as a reference to not only get the idea that, well, I get it, we're all connected. But when you really get it, there's no longer a need for affirming, well, I get it, we're all connected. You are living in this disposition. Loved one, I do not wish you to fall behind. Are you keeping up? Yes, I think I am. I respond. Good. Now for something very exciting. I say it this way because I know how much you like when you have those far out experiences. Tonight is not only about connecting to others. Just, well, I'm connected to my friends. I am my friends and my friends are me. Loved ones and so forth. But it's truly all the same connectivity is no different whatsoever connecting to any aspect of the universe. And you go into the universal mind's desktop icon. It's no different. It's just another reality. It's all different dimensions. Hanging out with me, hanging out with your family, going eat some food by yourself, watching them, whatever it is. So how do we do this on a greater, grandiose, sort majestic kind of scale? So tonight is encompassing all of this, not just we are one. Yay, we are one. I get it. I love it. It's a beautiful, powerful principle. But let's get back to the one of it all. Me, you. There is no we in that. It's just me. For me, but for you, it's you. Now for something, Keith, very exciting. I say it this way because I know how much you like to have those far out experiences. And I say, I am so ready. In the near future, you will be able to project your consciousness. This is happening now. It is happening now to many of us. In the near future, you will be able to project your consciousness through portals, gateways, internet gateways, if you will, through portals that are opening up all over the planet. These stargates will operate just like Windows does on your computer, in that energy and distinctly different types of information will be displayed but without all the hardware. The networking capabilities of my gateways will be the same as your internet world, but they will let you have the universe at your fingertips. And I say, really? Really? And you will need to take the same approach to have any success of passing through. First, you will have to boot yourself up through meditation. Second, you will have to sign on by submitting the correct password. Responsibility. Third, you will have to wait to be processed before the internet sole provider, me meaning God, will let you in. Once you are logged on, you will then click on the Universal Library icon in your mind's eye, which will lead you to any cosmic experience or information you may be looking for. After doing your search and finding exactly what you are seeking, you will then be ready to surf the information supernatural highway. And my smart ass response, tell me more. The software of the universal mainframe is formatted so that you can visit and browse any cosmic web page for as long as you like. Then, when you are done, just sign off and begin to put the knowledge you gain from your surfing journey to use. Whatever you download will help you to execute your upgrading. I asked the question, Is it correct to say that the computer and information age that we're living in now is preparing us for the cosmic reality? Hello 2021, this was Vessel in 97. Yes, and when you learn how to use your spiritual PC properly, you will understand that you are not the computer itself, the body, but all the valuable stuff it contains. Though you may often have to scan disk your belief drive and defrag your victim death files, your cosmic web surfing will finally help you to see that fear is but a mere illusion when held up against your own spirit's light and power. Your past inability to realize this has kicked you offline only to be rebooted in another life. During your visits to the Earth site, you have created different screen names with the hope of reformatting your belief drive, but you have not taken the time to protect yourself against the hackers and viruses that have always made you crash. I know you can do better this time. I believe in you. Laura sends a spider web. We can live in the internet or the World Wide Web of the internet and get stuck and can't move, waiting on the spider for our demise. Or we can choose the internet, which is the cosmic web, the universal web, the universal grid. But you have not taken the time to protect yourself against the hackers and viruses that have always made you crash. I know you can do better this time. I believe in you. And I respond by saying, and I believe in you. Keith, you must first believe in yourself, then it will make it so much easier for you to believe in me. This is a precious time, not only for you, but for the evolution of the entire human race, because I am here to fulfill my promise etched on the hearts of all men and women, and in the spiritual, in all spiritual writings. Now is the time for everyone to make room within yourselves for heaven on earth. Inducing cosmic experiences whenever you want to will take some practice, but over time, launching and landing will be as easy for you as driving an automobile. So I asked a question. So is this the same as traveling through stargates that you mentioned before? No, but the intention is. I used the PC analogy earlier to help you get to the cosmic knowledge that will enable you to have those cosmic experiences that you like so much. Here we are talking about the fun that you can have by roaming through the different dimensions and parallel realities of Earth. And I respond by saying, you can bet I will work on both. Good, Keith, because this is what it is all about. You can free yourself to enjoy the cosmic playground that I have created. Sounds like fun, does it not? And I say, it sure does. I know that my coming to you and telling you about how to get out has been a dream come true. You must feel some sort of relief. I do, but I have so many more desires and they frustrate me, hello 2021, because I can't seem to make those dreams a reality. Spirit responds, hello James, my bro. Spirit responds, know that your desires are not floating around in your mind just to tease you. I, the gardener, have planted these seeds, and it is I who encourages you to cultivate them and harvest them. If you truly want your dreams to blossom, I say to all of you, seek first the kingdom of God within you and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. John 14:20. Dreams manifest like this: giver, receiver, father, mother, unmanifest to manifest. After a farmer plants seed into his fertile ground, he never disturbs them by digging them up to see if they are germinating. He does not have to. He knows that soon enough sprouts will emerge from the soil, and soon enough his garden will yield a bountiful harvest. All the while he is humbled by the potential that lies within each seed. Such is my relationship to you as father, farmer, giver of seed. A wife takes her husband's seed deep into her womb and conceives. It is then that the universal intelligence begins to move from the causal realm of the unmanifest to the physical world of the manifest. It is then that the cosmic body assembles all the moving parts necessary to bring about a child into the world. When the wife discovers she is with child, her joy and excitement overflow because she realizes that she has been given one of the most precious gifts. She knows that soon enough, the child will be with her in the physical world. So she trusts the process, all the while going about her daily routine. In just 9 months, when my fruit has ripened within her, another precious being begins its life on earth. Wow! Such is my relationship to you as mother, recipient, bringer of harvest. God is life, life is God. There is no outside. There is no Fauci. There is no vaccine. There is no anti-vaccine. There is no Biden and the Trump, Cruz, and anti-vax. And I'm telling you this because this is not what you are. These are only fragments to bring about wholeness. God is life, life is God, from the unmanifest to the manifest. From the unmanifest to the manifest with simple intent, everything happens. Is that simple or what, Keith? I'd say that's pretty darn simple. Well, then, simple it can be for you too. When you live your life like the farmer and the expectant mother, when you plant your seeds and turn your life over to God in everything that it means, then go about your day to day, all the while bringing your new life into being. Simple it can be when you have trust and patience. It is then that you all can expect miracles. Tonight is Center of Light. Log in. Log in to the internet. You don't pay your tuition to go to college. You pay your intuition to go to university. And so how do we do that? We pay attention. So we can look outside and blame all we want. We can shame and game all we want. We don't have to like that it's just a simple manifestation of ourselves, but it is. So how do we change? Whatever political affiliation you have, or not, if you don't like what's going on in the world because of said political affiliation or not, how do you get out of it and plug into the internet versus the internet? Versus the web of confusion to the web of the cosmic divine matrix. You simply get out of it. Don't plug into, I cannot go to restaurants and eat the food I want because it's requiring a passport or a card, a vax card. Then don't go to restaurants. Learn how to navigate within your city to situations that are a little more lenient, a little more wiggle room, and you go eat there. Or you don't eat out at all. Maybe you shouldn't be eating out. Maybe you're spending too much money and eating the wrong things. So how do you get out of the world that's troubling you and you're struggling for by said powers that be? You just simply get out of it. Just get out. But Keith, you don't have to plug into anything. This is all your choice. The game is over. In fact, Spirit is winding up the board, picking up the pieces that have been left over of the Monopoly game, and everybody's trying to win and beat everybody else out. So they're picking up the pawns, picking up the money, because there's no more money. About to put the Milton Bradley box on top, cover on top. The game is over. So get out of the game, because the game is over. So we get out of the game, because it's over. Whatever the system is dictating to you, the only way to get out of being dictated to is to simply just walk away from it. But we've invested so much of our lives and identity into it that the part of us that is dying, we're holding on to dear life for. as to why we're going to go to that store that says you cannot come in. There is a greater level of food to be taken in than the sustenance we get from without. Without a doubt, tonight is Center of Light. Log in. Log in, dear Lord, to the internet soul provider. My brother James Whitke says, as the background operating frequencies keep rising, the awareness of the quantum connectivity increases, bringing with it more of our multi-dimensional awareness. And in all fairness, no matter who you are, he is 1000% correct. What are you surfing for on the internet or your internet? Maybe you're searching for some porn. Fantastic. Maybe you need that for a new level of you to be born. Maybe you're searching for the internet to have this spiritual intimacy. See, there is no right or wrong about it. It's what are your results? Your life, like mentioned ago in Homecoming Crossing the Bridge to the Soul by Spirit, is what fruit are you bearing? Are you bearing a fruit at all? Where are your bearings? Are you moving forward? Do you have a destination? What is your hesitation? If you have one, get to stepping. Even if you're not sure how to step and you're reluctant to do so because of, step anyway. You may fall down and break your pinky toe, but you'll be okay. You'll get back up, put a bandage on it, a splint, walk. Stagnant is not a place to be right now. Unless you're doing it intentionally, there's a difference between being still because I'm choosing it versus I'm being still because I simply don't know what to do. And if that's where you are, God bless you. You can contact me. I will contact you. You can contact many different teachers. But you must get to stepping. You should begin to sign on. Sign in. Log in. Tonight is Center of Light. Log in. Connect. Connect all together online. You've got male and female. So, I suggest that you begin to live your life by yourself. Alone. Doesn't mean you have to be alone or lonely, but it means to be alone. Even when people are around you, be alone. Be quiet, be serious, be passionate, be sincere, humble, and vulnerable. Be powerful. Those four things, you put those together, your internet speed increases. I have phenomenal internet speed. I have like 1,000 gigs for download and 24 for upload. This is serious ramping, amping power. So, for all you Bidens, all you Faucis, Grouchies, all you Vax, all you Trumps, all you Cruzes, all you anti-vaxxers, play the game as long as you want. Or step out. Because the window is tightening. Same window that goes to greater possibilities goes directly into hell at the same time. The window is whole, incomplete, and complete, and incomplete of itself. Do you remember your first login name? Your first password? Mine was yanao@aol.com. It's still there. I don't use it. I still use it, but as a dummy to check certain things that I don't get slapped on the hiney for. Let's see what's happening. Woo, it's starting to get cold. I love the fall, but I don't like the ice cold. Can't do it. But I like fall. I do. Come be right back. Center of Light. Log in. Connect. Are you connecting? Do you understand? If you're only getting it as a concept, fantastic. It's deeper than concept. You have to begin to accept that only to open up to be able to receive that. The illusion It's getting greater and more convincing. Keith, I'm pretty solid. Fantastic. Share with me what you got and how you were doing it. But also don't forget, the illusion is part of assuming that we are good. The illusion will reflect to all of us that we think we're good, and karma will sneak behind us when we're not expecting it and kick us in our pants, and we turn around and see who did it. Fauci, Biden, Vax, Trump, Cruz, non-vax, and it will kiss you smack dead on your lips. And when we get kicked offline, just like that. I'm gonna be right back. Good to see you. How about some I haven't played this one in a while. Till You Walk By. Live the Soul. Well, I guess I'm not playing it because it's not there. So let's move to song number 2. And so let's move to this one.
I lift you up to your most high. Cherish the time when you walk by. I see you in my life for all time. I've touched your face 1,000 lifetimes. I know the way you talk in rhymes. The breath you take is part of mine. As you float before my eyes, you touch my hand, it makes me cry. Touch my hand, just to know you're there. Just to know you're there. So here we go again, like lessons with a friend. Another chance to let love in. And in another life, our eyes will meet one more time. I see you in my life for all time. As you float before my eyes, touch my hand, it makes me cry. Just to know you're there.
Welcome back to Center of Light. Good to see you this morning. I woke up with this thing, understanding idea. Want to do a presentation on Center of Light login, connect. I did bring about a difference between using the outside, which is fantastic, as a springboard or a process of reflecting to ourselves that it's showing me what I am not, so I can get a greater understanding of what it is or who, where, why that I am. The next level is another step up the ladder. It's another rung up the spiritual ladder, the spirit ritual ladder, the spiritual ladder. And as you intend to step, you're really stepping inward, which brings us upward, forward, and toward. I understand the outside world. How do I understand that? Because it looks just like me. It feels just like me. Every time something sounds off, it sounds off inside. So I can't hide from that truth. When we do, we become aloof. We become nonsensical. We go down into a spiral. So what we do is we blame all we want. That's okay. Maybe set a date, a time, create a vow for yourself to say, I'm going to get this all out now, and spend a week blaming all the politicians, all the conditions of the world. Until you begin to realize that you are all the situations of the world and all the politicians. Because you and all of us are the magicians. We are children of the Most High. We created in the image and likeness of our Father. Well, who's the Father? And or the Mother? Who are they? What's that? Who is the divine parent? All powerful, all conscious, everywhere. So if I'm a child of that, and my last name is Blanchard, I am just like my dad. I am just like my domain last name mother. So our divine parent, with no other, we are offsprings of divinity. So we take responsibility and realize that God is omnipresent. So wherever God is not being recognized in any difficult situation, there is no joy. Joy is evidence of the presence of God. So if God is in me, and the aspect of myself sees God in a situation that I blamed, when I understand that, all of a sudden joy begins to illuminate. And now the evidence of the presence of God is being seen. So God is illuminated in that aspect of your life. Many people say you will find God through the light. Yeah, that's not really the truth. The aspect of God in you that you already recognize, integrate, and implement is already illumined, and there's joy. So we find God literally through the darkness. God is already present in the places that I feel joy. It's evident. And it's evident as well that when there's no joy, because God is everywhere, omnipresent, I am not seeing the truth. It looks like an illusion because nobody wants to deal with the contusion and the bruising that happens when we buy into the nonsense. But when we no longer see it as nonsense, wow, it is nonsense. Okay, I'll give it that. This is just a bunch of crap. I'm done with that. In fact, it's a beautiful thing that is sitting in my heart, my mind, my palm, and my lap to say, we all have every opportunity to connect to the internet. So if you're going to blame, shame, and gain, get it done. Be the one that creates the vow that brings everything into your here now. And endow yourself. I'm working on it. I'm working diligently. Follow my lead. And if you're working more diligent than me, tell me, share with me what you are doing. I will follow your lead. Tonight is Center of Light. Log in, connect. We all get not online, but in line together. All together. All together. All together. Two different ideas of the same word, all together. We are all together. And all together with one L and no space. Hell, there is no other space, and in this space we dwell. Log in. I'm learning, I'm churning, I'm burning, I'm yearning, and I'm turning. And I used to dial up that old 56K modem internet with all that horrendous noise. That was a beautiful time. Truly. In a manifested global way without denial. When the internet, let's use AOL. When AOL said, "You've got mail," 56K modem dial-up, the world changed. Nothing was not at your disposal, at least what existed then. And now it's exponentiated to here now. That was, oh my God. But it was our entrance into the internet platform, but greater, the internet platform. As I said earlier, you pay your fee every month to be on the internet. You pay a tuition, college. Because the internet does contain all knowledge. But now that we're moving to the internet, to the university and not the college, we pay something, and it's called intuition and not tuition. By our own volition, we can choose to step out or step in, or actually the greater step to truly grasp and win is to step into the place that is not about anywhere at all but yourself. So all the Biden and Trump haters, and all the vax and anti-vax haters, and all the Fauci and Ted Cruz haters, it's all good, man. If you're going to wade in that water, bring your waders. And I will see you because I love you either soon or laters. I'm so excited about the holidays. It's the holidays now, but come November 1st is when it kicks off. I am going to do a presentation I've been doing for about the last 8 years called The Return of the Christ. It's a Christmas special that I've been doing. People really love it. They've been asking me to make sure that I continue doing it. So that's going to be coming real soon. I'm going to change the theme of all this to get into the Spirit, dear Lord. Once again, in closing, I am going to be doing a workshop really soon. Homecoming Crossing the Bridge to the Soul Experiential Workshop. A few people are starting to sign up. Once I get 20 signees, I'm going to give a date when I'm going to do it. But I need at least 20. Send an email to Keith Anthony Blanchard. I think I still have it on my clipboard. Sure do. Keith Anthony Blanchard at gmail.com. Title that puppy Knock Knock. One of my funny little quirks. Knock knock for what? Entrance into the door. Let me read you one final excerpt from Homecoming. Crossing the Bridge to the Soul. Absolute clarity is one of my greatest attributes. For you to have it too will require a crystal clear intention, a lifelong commitment of being not online, but in line, a lifelong commitment of your spirit, mind, and body, your feelings, thoughts, and actions, constantly working to dislodge and discard all beliefs that block your clarity's light. Every time you employ discipline and dedication, you will be getting closer to me at a conscious level. One second. I'm going to find this. Ooh, it's getting a little warm in here. I'll crank my heat up. Here we go. Thank you for joining me tonight. Clarity. Tonight's presentation is Center of Light Login. Internet Connect. Clarity and love are the building blocks that give the universe its form and maintain its integrity. It's the stability of the internet. There has to be something stable. If not, you will crash, as we have all crashed many times throughout many past lives, only to be rebooted into another life at 56K modem speed. Clarity and love are the building blocks that give the universe its form and maintain its integrity. They are the code and law you must all follow to become aware of Spirit's omniscience, a reality that is only accessible to those who are no longer within shouting or whispering distance of the ego's voice. Infinite possibilities reside within you now, beloveds. Can you see them? Can you hear them? Can you feel them? And I say, I see, hear, and feel much, but through it all, I still get confused. You will be glad to know that whenever you get confused, that there is a way for you to become clear. And I say, really? How? By doing just that. By asking me. The clarity that you seek will come through when you repeatedly think of God and invoke my name whenever you have concerns. And I say, so what is it like to be in this supreme state? Spirit responds, simply divine. So crystal clear, there's no more interruption in the flow of the internet or internet. We have to call your soul provider or your soul provider. So crystal clear is my vision that everywhere I look, all I see is me. I am not the supreme being. I am supreme being. And my beingness permeates everything in creation like light moving through glass. And I ask, is everything crystalline in structure? Fiber optics to connect to the internet? Fiber optics? Yes, exactly. From my mind, all information passes through fiber optic light branches to manifest everything everywhere all at once, illuminating me as the source of all that is. By purifying that which is within you that remains clouded and constricted by fear, you too will come to see and be in this state. And I say, what a great session this was for me. I do believe I have much more clarity now. Well, Keith, I am very pleased to hear that, because if this chapter about clarity provided none, what would have been the point? Just remember, acronym for clarity, CLARITY, clarity. Call upon God in times of confusion. L, love is the power, love is all there is. A, allow and accept yourself and all people. R, raise your vibrations by living my truths. I, intend to marry your God self completely. It's you. It's you. T, trust that all things will unfold according to why you. It's all about you. Where there is clarity, there is peace. Plug in, boot up. Or you're not tired of rebooting? Reboot yourself for the last time. Another 26,000 years in the incarnation cycle is a long time. Though you go back, it happens in a fleeting moment. And then you want to come back. But all this level of playing at 56K modem speed, Center of Light, AOL, dial-up, it will never change until you purchase, invest on yourself, and pay, not dividends, but pay attention, not to tuition, but to intuition. It is all of our volition. I will see you soon. I'm going to be the first to tell you, happy holidays and Merry Christmas. I love you.